I'm with Reem Handal from the Bethlehem Academy of Music. Now, Reem, when was the Bethlehem Academy of Music started?
It started before 25 years ago, and this year it's a celebration for the 25th year for the Academy of Music.
Well, you've been going for a long time.
Yes.
Have you had many students coming in over the years?
Yes, of course. We began and we have many students who's already graduated and they have already continued their studies in the universities. They are studying, some of them studying medicine, some of them continue music, and others who get married and have children, and their children now in the Academy of Music studying also.
So why was the Academy of Music started?
First of all, before the Academy of Music, there was no other institutions for music in Bethlehem area. And the teachers used to teach, for example, the piano student used to go to the houses to study with the teachers in their houses. Or some of the teachers go to the homes of the student and give them lessons. Or in the school, regular school, during the music lesson with all of the students. For example, me and other teachers have been teaching before the Academy of Music in their houses, teaching, bringing students at home and give them, for me, piano lessons, and other students, they are taking oud and qanun, and all of them, we met together and we decided to open an institution for teaching, like Academy of Music, to teach music for all and to be for, in general, for everyone.
And how many people do you have coming to the Academy?
Yes, we have people students who's coming and continue. Some other students, they stop for, I don't know, they don't have the ability to continue or to pay for their tuition, so they leave. But other students who, like this year, we have a student who have been here 8 years now. He graduated after 8 years, and he's committed for each lessons.
And what sort of age range do you teach?
We have different kind of ages. We have junior academy from 3 years until 6 years old. We introduce for them the instruments, the music, and we have another program. It begins from 6 years until 18 or 20. It's regular. They go through theory lessons and practice on the instruments, and also they could enter to the choir and for the band. Also, they should do exams, and they will have also not just after the exams, they took certificates, and after the one who's older than 20 up to any age, they come as a hobby. They take it. Some of them they take theory. Some of them just practice on an instrument.
And what sort of instruments can they learn here?
We have strings instruments like violin, and we have oud, oriental oud, qanun, guitar. Also we have piano and voice, flute, trumpet and clarinet, drums.
And do they learn traditional music?
Yes, of course. We teach for the Oriental music. They study traditional music. Also with the choir, they are singing traditional song and also international song.
Now we're just seeing one of the instruments with one of the young boys, and it has, how many strings does that have, and how easy is that to play? And that's traditional, isn't it?
Yeah, this was the qanun Oriental instrument, and it has 75 strings, and they tuning it while they change the tuning. It depends. It's not so easy. It's difficult, and sometimes when you have a student who's suffering from ADHD or not concentrating, you will say that no, it's too difficult for them. But no, we try it, and this project, I try it with many of the students who came to the academy, and the parents that said, we are not thinking that they will study, but we want them to concentrate. And we give them instrument qanun to study it, because they have to concentrate and to think about each thing. And while they are sitting and taking lessons through the 3 years, the parents come to me and said, oh, they are much better in the school, they are concentrating, and they get improved more and more, and now they are talented. They could play the instrument, and they could sit down and relax and calm down and think about it, and I think it's much better than to take any medicine for them, to give them any medicine or any other things.
And is this a very difficult instrument to play?
Yes, it's very difficult. It needs a lot of concentration.
Does it take a lot of discipline and dedication just to learn an instrument?
Yes, the one who have discipline, I give advice for the parents to give them instruments, because the instruments let them calm down, and the music, it's something move something inside the body, inside themselves, and they stay with this instrument instead of playing in the roads or doing problems or throwing things to others and do some other bad things. They should, if they stay and work with the instruments, it's better than to work with the people, for these people, for these kinds of children.
Do people come from all over Bethlehem to you?
Yeah, we have students from Bethlehem and from outside Bethlehem. We have students who's coming from Batir and from Hussan and from Hebrew also, and from Beit Sahur and from Beit Jala and Bethlehem. And from Jerusalem also we have other students who's coming from Jerusalem and Beit Safafa.
So they get to learn to play the instruments. Did they get the opportunity to do concerts as well?
Yes, of course. We do concert each in the year, through the year, take out the year of COVID-19, just the normal years that everything is open. Usually we have more than 20 concerts through the year just for the students. Each 2 months we have a different kind of students who's doing a concert. One's for the oriental instruments, one's for the strings, one's for we have a band. Chamber music. For the oriental music, they use qanun, oud, tabla, drums, and piano and keyboard, and they are violin, and they are working together. Also, we do concert for them. Also, we do concert for the student who already finished level, some kinds of level.
I imagine you get to travel in the land here, but do you get to travel abroad as well?
Yes, of course, I get abroad for myself. Yes, usually I do some concerts outside with the students. I have exchange programs with some students from here and from Poland, from Germany. And our students usually they do workshop and master classes with cooperation with other music schools abroad. Also, we have some students who did concerts. Last concert was before COVID-19. It was in Romania. It was the twinning between Arad in Romania and Bethlehem municipality. And our students went with me, and they did a little for the opening. During this celebration, they play music. Also, there was a concert in Krakow in Poland from our band who's playing Oriental music.
How long does it take to learn to play a musical instrument?
It's something not finished. They should continue. We say if you would like to play, for example, little pieces, and you are fine with that, you can study 2 years or 3 years. If you like to play Chopin or Bach or any international music, you need to study at least 6 or 7 or 8 years to be in this level. It depends on the level that you want to study, but of course, if you want to be in a good level, you have to finish at least 8 years, which we call it diploma of music.
Do any of your students win music prizes?
Yes, we have students who already have first prizes for international competition. One of our students, his name is Bshara, and he won the first prize between the 93 countries online. It was last year for playing instrument. And also we have students who's already played a quartet and trio instruments. With Oriental music, they won the first prizes here, and the first prizes they went to Athena. They have won the first prize. In Alexandria, also the first prize we got for the oud and for the qanun, and also they won the first prize in Athena and Alexandria and Istanbul. We have some students, and also other students went to Poland, and most of our students, before they go to the competition, not one teacher see them, leave them for their teacher, and by myself I watch them and give them some help, because already I am one of the juries who's each year in the international competition. So I know how to let them go, and it's easy for them to win when they practice a lot with more than one teacher.
Can you learn to play an instrument if you're older? Or is it harder to learn to play an instrument if you're older?
No. We have ages 45, 50, 55 who's coming and studying instrument, and already it's not hard for them, because the one who's coming to study instrument, they have the hobby, but they didn't have chance to study it when they are young. So they said, oh, now we are free, we can do it. We couldn't do it when we are 6 years old or when we are in school, but now we are already have time and have the money to study, so they come and study. But if somebody likes something, they do it.
Do you have any rising stars in the academy today?
I think our student who win prizes, I think they are stars also.
Why do you do what you do?
Because I love music, and I learned music since I was 3 years old, and I live in a house which is music. Live on it, because I live in a house with my aunt, and she was a music teacher, and I learned from her a lot. And then I continue my study for music because I love music. I find it's the best job that I like to work with it.
Are you making a difference in the community?
Of course, music can bring peace in the community. When you bring students not to leave them in the roads or doing something else, and you open music school and you collect the student and bring them, you can make peace in this way. And also in our exchange between students here and from students from other countries, I think it's good that they learn from us and we learn from them.
Wow. And what's your hope for the future for the academy?
Yeah, my hope for the academy is to be bigger and bigger, and maybe once we could build a big building. We are renting this small building. We are very small here because there is no much money. We are NGO, but we need more support. And I hope in the future we could have our big institution, somebody we can bring money maybe and build new building, big one, and to have more international music and to give more certificate in high levels. Maybe we could bring more teachers from abroad to give here as a volunteer, or they are welcome to come as a volunteer to the Academy of Music.
What's your website or Facebook page for people who'd like to know more?
A Facebook page, it's Bethlehem Academy of Music, www.bamPalestine.org.
Okay, Reem, thank you very much.
You are welcome, thank you.